Hey guys, this is Bottles, and welcome back to the Sonic Retrospective. And today, we'll be talking about Sonic Heroes. I kind of imagine this is going to be a shorter vlog, considering I have a whole fucking 50-minute review of this game on the channel right now, as the first episode of the GCN show. So I don't really think there's really that much to say about it, but I'll still kind of talk about it, I guess, because it's still part of the Sonic series. So Sonic Heroes, it's like I don't know, it's such an okay game that, like, there's really not much to say about it. Like, it's another one of your run-of-the-mill Sonic games where it's just like, Eggman's bad, Sonic's good, go through the stages, you win, you know, like, and I guess from a story perspective, it's kind of like, it's alright, like what Phil said, it's like, it's an okay story, like, but kind of like more in-depth, I guess, like, they tried to work in the twist ending that Metal Sonic was behind it all, but it's not like it was shocking, because, like, he appears in every story. Like, literally every story he appears. Like, what am I supposed to, like, get out of this other than Metal Sonic is behind this? And maybe they were, like, trying to be, because they made him look different. They made Neo Metal Sonic, made him look different. So maybe they were trying to be like, who is this guy? Ooh. Who is this mysterious new figure? But, like, I feel like if they were trying to do that, they also kind of failed in that department, because it's like, they didn't make him look different enough. It still looked exactly like Metal Sonic, especially since they zoomed in on his face, and his face is where it's really fucking obvious. Like, if maybe they, like, did, like, a shadowy figure, like, from the back, you know, like, you'd legitimately be like, who the fuck is this star-shaped fucking monstrosity, you know, like, they played it off like it was such a twist that Metal Sonic was the villain the entire time, and not, Robotnik, especially when, the whole chaotic story was centered around you helping this mysterious voice, and then you find out at the end that it's Eggman, and locked in a room, and, you know, they played it off in the last story like, so who was it? Who locked you up here for trying to take over the world? And then Robotnik says it fades to black, and then it shows like, oh shit, it was Metal Sonic the entire time. Oh god. You know, it could have been handled much better, especially throughout all the stories. You see him like Chaos Data has been copied. Chaos Data successfully copied, you know? Like, if they didn't show that, then I feel like the twist would have been more effective. It would be like, oh, fuck, who's this guy? I don't know. I think they handled that twist really poorly. That's like, say, in The Happening, you know, like that Shyamalan movie, if someone just kind of walked by and was just like, trees, or like, no, they had like a scene where the trees were like, okay guys, we're gonna make it so that everybody commits suicide, and then they treated it like a twist that it was the trees, or like the plants, or whatever the fuck was the cause of the mass suicides, you know, like, it's, or like, if in The Sixth Sense, if instead of like making Bruce Willis look like a human, that they gave him like a ghostly tail, you know, and then they still played it off like Bruce Willis was a ghost the whole time, you know, like, it's like that kind of thing, where it's like a doy, you know. Another thing from one of the cutscenes that I always remember, because it never made sense to me, or at least two things, like two lines in this game do not make any sense to me. And that's the scene where you find out that the Eggman you were fighting at Rail Canyon and all that, and whatever the fuck the other stage was called, Bullet Station, was a fake Eggman. As Sonic and Knuckles walk away, realizing that they were duped so that Eggman can, like, stall for time to get his air fleet out, Tails looks at the fake Eggman and goes, "It's not an Eggman robot." What does that mean? Like, was the Eggman decoy created by Metal Sonic? Was he saying, it's like, this robot wasn't created by Eggman? And if that's the case, how does he know that? Like, how, just by, like, checking him out, like, ooh, yeah, look at that big round belly. Like, how could he tell that it wasn't created by Eggman? But even then, the Eggman decoy melts into Metal Sonic. So, Metal Sonic was created by Eggman, so he is an Eggman robot. It's not like Metal Sonic created himself. And even if you take it literally, it is an Eggman robot. It's a robot that looks like Eggman. Like, I don't understand that line. Like, if one of you in the comments really wants to, like, clarify what the fuck that line was supposed to mean, please, like, inform me. And the second one is that, it's literally the same scenario, but with Team Chaotix. Vector, like, they start wondering who their boss really was, and they're like, how could he be so close to Eggman? And SBO was like, maybe it was like a relative or someone on the inside. And Vector goes, yeah, I've been wondering about our client's real identity. It could be you-know-who. Like, does that imply that Vector knows who it is? Like, he's, like, suspecting that it is Eggman? Or is it, but the way he puts it, it's like the viewer, or the gamer, I guess, the player, should be in on it. Like, who's you-know-who? Like, at that point, there's, like, no evidence that they're... I mean, I guess there's, like, a little bit of evidence that it was Eggman, because when he said, like, oh, it was a fake the whole time, Eggman says, well, of course it was, and they're like, huh? But, like, even then, like, you could just shrug that off as, like, he knew that it's like, he works for him, he's an inside guy, like SBO said. But then he goes, but it could be you-know-who. It's like, who's who? Who's you-know-who? I don't know who. Why don't you explain it to me? Like, it's just, those two lines are very, very strange to me. And even, like, and I guess, I get they played this one scene for laughs. But it also came out of nowhere, where it's the scene before you fight Team Rose as Team Chaotix, and Vector's just like, excuse me, miss, can I ask you something? And Amy's just like, if it's about a date, it'll have to wait. And it's like, what about, excuse me, miss, I would like to ask you something. Implies that he wants to stick his crocodile dick into your little hedgehog snatch. It's weird. It's not how attraction works in the animal kingdom, guy. It's just, it comes out of nowhere, and it's just like, doy? Am I the stupid one? Like, am I not getting something here? I don't know. I guess that's really enough for Sonic Heroes. If you really want to get more of an in-depth explanation of, like, gameplay, story, presentation, blah blah blah, watch our review, because it's really good, even though it's 50 minutes long. A link will probably be on screen. So that's it for today. Tune in tomorrow to see my thoughts on Shadow the Hedgehog. I'll see you there.